Yoga is an integral part of one's daily life because not only that, it maintains the physical health, but it also helps in improving the mental balance and the mental well-being. Basically, when we do the asanas, various yoga postures, that helps in secreting the happy hormones in the brain, and that really helps in relieving the stress. Also, the yoga asanas and a best form of the exercise, along with the pranayam, including the Kapalabhati, Anulom Vilom, and importantly Brahmari and Omkar, really helps in relieving the stress. That also gives the calmness and the relaxation to the mind, and also helps in relieving the anxiety, depression, and various affect disorders like mood disorders, especially when many cases of insomnia and due to the stress, that is the sleeplessness. If we really follow the Anulom Vilom and Pranayam in the morning and at evening before going to bed, that really helps. That 20 rounds of Anulom Vilom helps in inducing calm, quiet sleep. And Ayurveda says that Ahara, Nidra and Brahmacharya, three pillars of the human health and for the human being. So the sleep is very, very important. 6 to 8 hours sleep really is very important in physical as well as the maintaining the mental health. So yoga helps in inducing the sleep, reducing the stress, and inducing the mental tranquility and the calmness.
Yoga has been known to involve not just the breathing exercises but also the stretching exercises. It involves all kinds of exercises wherein our body gets a complete healthy exercise routine. It has been found that with yoga, our energy levels increase as well as our hormones, the happy hormones are released, which are called the endorphins, because of which a feeling of wellness is inculcated into the person's body. So people who do yoga on a regular basis have their memory cells which are enhanced, their brain cells are live for a longer time, and they lead a more happy and balanced life. So yoga is a form of exercise that we all must use in our daily life to lead a healthy and happy life.
When you talk about mental well-being, yoga is the training, yoga is the answer. Yoga will train us how to be calm and relaxed, how not to react to the situation, and instead of that, how to respond, how to make things easy. That's what yoga is. So you may see asanas, complicated asanas, but their goal is to make you flexible. So when you are flexible, you can adjust yourself in any kind of situation. And that's what life is. Learn the art of mind with the help of yoga. With yoga, you will grow to a different personality. You will experience the transformation immediately. Mostly, we need to spend a month or maybe 3 months, 6 months for any practice, any training to see how it's working for us. But in yoga, you are in the class, you finish the class, and you will see how it relaxes your breath, how it relaxes your mind. So yoga is the best friend for you. You practice yoga and you see the dynamic transformation in your life.
It is a good form of exercise wherein we do physical stretching as well as we synchronize our breathing patterns also. So when we do exercise, the one pre-cortex is there in one area of the brain, and also what it does is it improves our memory, it improves our focus, and it secretes certain endorphins which helps us release all depression and all, and you feel good. So thereby yoga comes into play. Plus when you stay healthy by exercising regularly with yoga, then you stay fit for a long time. So now what my main message on this day is, do not take too much stress, be healthy, practice yoga regularly, because that goes a long way to keep you healthy physically and mentally.
We had pandemic for last 3 years where we were confined to closed spaces, and there was so much of anxiety about what is going to happen. and therefore we require something that can act like a panacea to take care of these mental health issues. And that is where yoga comes in picture. As defined by sage Vasistha, yoga manaprashamana upayaha yoga. That is, yoga is the act of calming down your mind. Also, as described by Maharishi Patanjali, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. It is regulating, having control over our mind. Mastery over the monkey mind is yoga. And once we have the control over our mind, naturally everything is going to be very simple. So what are the tools that we have? We can use the physical practices like asanas, the cleansing practices like kriyas or Surya Namaskara, or we can use our breath as a media to calm down the mind through pranayama. There are practices like meditation, dharana and dhyana, which can be effectively used to regulate our mind. There is also the impact of bhakti yoga, the devotion, that is the positive emotion. And if we culture our mind positively through the practice of yoga, be it the asana, pranayama, meditation, kriyas, or the devotional sessions, etc., yoga is going to help us calm down the mind and therefore take care of all the mental health issues that can arise through them.
Yoga has immense benefit and it's known for ages. Not only it helps in maintaining good physical health, but also in keeping good mental health. It trains your brain and calms it down if it is practiced regularly. As a pain specialist, we come across many patients where the mental health matters more than the physical health to control pain. After all, pain is indeed a perception of mind. In many patients, especially the cancer patients who undergo rigorous treatment, they land up in a lot of stress and emotional trauma. Therapeutic activities like yoga do complement with the medical treatment to heal mind, body and spirit in such patients. We have many patients where yoga has helped immensely, especially in cancer patients, in patients suffering from fibromyalgia or any other chronic back issues.
Mental health in various forms has become a major health problem throughout the world. Unhealthy lifestyle, poor eating habits, and work-related stress are factors that are contributing in increasing incidence of anxiety and depression. There are psychotic drugs in treating anxiety and depressions which are effective, but they offer just a symptomatic relief. Moreover, long-term intake of drugs often lead to their dependency without preventing further illness or providing a comprehensive solution to improving mental health. People suffering from poor mental health can reap rich and long-term benefits by adopting ancient Indian practice of yoga. Yoga helps in maintaining a good physical and mental health. It harmonizes our body and mind and restores our emotional balance. There is a growing evidence that yoga can have positive impact on anxiety and depression and those who have attention deficit hyperactive disorder. When adopted in daily life, yogic practices can help calm down the mind and prevent the development of mental illnesses.
I want to emphasize to you the importance of yoga. Understand that women in their lifespan undergo a lot of changes, right from osteoporosis to mental health issues to physical health issues, and we know that yoga can holistically treat a woman. Not only does it help in physical effects like de-stressing one's body or getting her body in shape or getting rid of the toxins and preventing osteoporosis and osteopenia, but also for mental equilibrium and mental sanity, we do see that yoga really plays an important role. I do tell all my patients, even post-delivery, that if they adopt yoga after the 6th week, whatever the mode of delivery could be, it could really help her with her postpartum storm or her postpartum depression and all those issues that she could face.
Yoga as a form of mind-body medicine addresses the attitude and behavior of a person in addition to addressing all other biochemical changes that happens in the body, like maybe fixing the gut or having a proper gut-brain connection, all these things. But besides that, yoga also addresses the psychological aspect, the mental aspect, emotional aspect of a person. So it is an all-round protocol which can help in treating mental disease in a much better way. Yoga is not only learned, it doesn't need to be learned from the books, but it needs to be learned as a discipline. It needs to be learned as a mental practice, and which is one of the reasons, if you look at the Ashtanga Yoga, it deals with the yamas and niyamas, which are the basic code of conduct or disciplined practices like that needs to be there in a person. And how we start with all these things by controlling our mind, controlling our breath, and then going into physical poses, and then getting into the stages of contemplation and meditation. So yoga has to be adopted as a strong protocol for addressing mental health so that we come out much healthier and much better or strong emotionally and also psychologically.
Yoga is not just a physical exercise. It is psychology as well. Yoga, long-term use of yoga helps in bringing down depression, reducing anxiety, making you better self-aware about yourself and able to control your emotions and mind. In fact, yoga coupled with mindfulness is a very powerful tool to bring good aspect to you for both your physical as well as mental health. Now, I would say that we should all do yoga, do meditation, and use the right techniques so that we can actually get a boon not to just our physical health, but also to mental health.
Yoga plays a key and critical role for the cure of mental illness and health conditions. Yoga and meditation will help direct an individual towards an optimistic attitude and can change the path towards a better and healthier life. Bring out all the potential that exists in your hearts and become the best version of ourselves and achieve stable minds. Extensive research shows that yoga benefits in improving overall health, quality of life, physical function, and multiple biological outcomes as well as stress resistance. Yoga is holistic, which addresses the entire spectrum of mind-body consciousness of an individual.